Most people don't recognize emotional safety when they're in it. They recognize excitement, relief, motivation, happiness, but safety rarely announces itself like that. Emotional safety is what your nervous system feels when it stops preparing for impact. Not when life is perfect, not when you're confident, but when nothing inside you is bracing. That's why safety is so often misunderstood. If you grew up around stress, emotional, social, or psychological, your baseline may have been alertness, tension, readiness. So when that tension finally drops, it doesn't feel amazing. It feels quiet, neutral, sometimes even dull. And many people mistake that for emptiness. But emptiness isn't the absence of meaning. It's the absence of threat. When you're emotionally safe, you don't feel the need to explain yourself in your own head. You're not rehearsing conversations that haven't happened yet. You're not scanning faces for hidden reactions. You're not rushing internally, even if you're busy externally. Nothing feels urgent without a reason. That's one of the clearest markers of emotional safety. Your mind stops inventing emergencies. Your body plays a bigger role here than your thoughts. When emotional safety is present, the body softens first. Your jaw isn't clenched by default. Your shoulders aren't creeping toward your ears. Your breathing doesn't feel shallow or guarded. You might not notice these shifts consciously because safety doesn't demand attention. Stress does. That's why many people confuse stress with being alive or engaged. Their nervous system learned that intensity equals normal. So when life slows down internally, it feels wrong, suspicious, like something is missing. But what's missing is hypervigilance. Emotional safety doesn't feel like pleasure. It feels like permission. Permission to pause. Permission to not perform. Permission to exist without monitoring yourself. You can sit with your thoughts without immediately needing to change them. You can feel emotions without escalating them. You can make small mistakes without your body reacting as if something terrible just happened. This is not numbness. Numbness feels disconnected. Safety feels present, but unpressured. And here's the part that surprises people most. Emotional safety often shows up as boredom. Not the restless kind, the quiet kind. The kind where nothing is pulling at you. No inner alarms. No compulsive need to distract yourself. If that feels uncomfortable, it doesn't mean you're unsafe. It means your system is adjusting to calm. Think of it like this. If you've lived next to a loud highway your whole life, silence can feel unsettling at first. Your brain keeps waiting for noise. But the silence isn't wrong. It's unfamiliar. The same is true emotionally. Your nervous system needs time to trust calm. And this is where many people unintentionally sabotage their own safety. They add stimulation, create drama, overthink, pick at problems that don't actually need solving. Not because they enjoy stress, but because stress feels known. Emotional safety requires something different. Not effort, not positivity, but tolerance for neutrality. Being able to stay when nothing exciting is happening. Being able to let your body remain unarmored. Emotional safety doesn't come from convincing yourself that everything is okay. It comes from your nervous system learning, through experience, that it doesn't need to stay on guard. That's why safety can feel hard to access even when your life looks fine on paper. Your body doesn't respond to logic. It responds to patterns. If your system learned that attention, connection, or stability were unpredictable, it adapted by staying alert. That alertness once protected you, but over time, it becomes exhausting. Here's the pattern. First, something triggers a low-level stress response. Not a crisis, just a subtle signal, a tone of voice, a pause, an unread message, a change in routine. Second, your body reacts before you think. Muscles tighten, breathing changes, thoughts speed up. Third, your mind jumps in to explain the sensation. You analyze, you replay, you prepare. This isn't overthinking as a personality flaw. It's your nervous system trying to prevent surprise. Emotional safety interrupts this cycle, not by stopping thoughts, but by reducing the need for them. And it does that through repetition, not insight. One of the most effective ways to build emotional safety is to remove false urgency. Ask yourself this: is something actually happening right now, or am I preparing for something that might happen? If nothing is happening, let your body know. Slow your movements slightly. Unclench your jaw on purpose. Exhale longer than you inhale. You're not trying to relax. You're signaling that the present moment is survivable. Another marker of emotional safety is how you relate to discomfort. When safety is low, discomfort feels like a problem that must be fixed immediately. When safety is present, discomfort feels like information. You can notice it without escalating it. You don't have to make it mean anything about you. This is where many people get stuck. They wait to feel calm before they slow down. But safety works in the opposite direction. You slow down first, then calm follows. Emotional safety grows when your system experiences moments where nothing bad happens after you stop pushing. When you rest and the world doesn't fall apart. When you pause and you're still accepted. When you don't perform and nothing is taken away. These moments teach your body something no thought ever could. Over time, you may notice subtle changes. Your thoughts become less sticky. Your reactions feel less urgent. You recover faster after stress. You stop needing constant distraction. Not because life is easier, but because your system trusts itself more. And that's the quiet truth about emotional safety. It doesn't make you happier, it makes you steadier. If this resonated, leave a comment with one thing that helps you feel even slightly safer in your body. And if you want more psychology like this, clear, grounded, and practical, subscribe to the channel.